Hello Capricorn, I'm Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, but today we will do your financial philosophical card reading for the month of May. These cards, they give you advice in certain situations, if you are in a certain difficult situation, if you don't know how to handle a certain situation. Sometimes it's also advice if we spend money in the wrong way, or if we have certain habits, or even that we have the ability to save more. Anyway, Capricorn, here we go for your spiritual psychological, financial card reading for the month of May. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your financial card reading, philosophical financial card reading for the month of May. As your first card here, we see our needs. We are all individual. We have certain needs that we have different from other people here. And sometimes also this card is about that we have differences in our daily life. We buy different things, we have different habits, and this card asks you to evaluate your real needs. These are difficult economical times for many of us here, and here we need to establish our real needs. So here we are asked to take some time to compare our situation, and we need to think about what is fundamentally very necessary and what is optional. So here we are asked to actually analyze our condition. We need to distinguish what we are obligated to buy and what we desire to buy, because there's a big difference in there. Anyway, if you make a fair and a precise analysis of your situation, you will be allowed to identify what you believe to be essential, but which maybe in fact is rather unnecessary. Maybe there's many or several things here that you bought in the last weeks that you could have done without. As I said, these are economical challenging time for many of us. There's a lot of unrest in the world, especially there in the Russian area. Then we have the aftermath that we are confronted with the so-called viruses that were around us. So for many of us, these are double hard financial times. And here the card tells us here, if we avoid certain incidental purchases, it could make our life more easy, and we would quickly improve our financial health or have a more easy time here. These luxurious and unnecessary purchases, of course, they have their place in your budget, but these are surpluses. And here, if we are consciously making clear decisions not to buy certain things, you will be surprised how much more enjoyable, if you put this in a planning, how much more you will appreciate these luxury purchases when you actually put them in a planning and actually then do the actual purchase of the goods. So here we are asked to be patient for certain things here in our life, also to avoid immediate satisfaction, where we will come in later. The next card that we are seeing here is the card of food. We all need food, we all need to eat. And here, this card in general, it tells us, it advises us to take a more healthy lifestyle, eat healthy. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we know we live in a hectic world. People who still have the luxury of having a job or have a job here, sometimes they are in a position that they work so much, they order a lot out for making their life more easy. But if we do this, always ordering out, this, of course, leads to certain spendings. And for some people, it might lead to an overspending, because else this card might not be here. For instance, maybe if you observe yourself, it's very few that you still cook yourself. Maybe exceptional, you cook only in the weekend, and in the rest of the week, you always make takeouts. So here we see that we need to remember that food is essential in our life, but of course it's very easy to leave the task to others and order takeouts in a restaurant, bring it already ready from the supermarket, or sometimes it's about fast foods that we order, pizzas or whatever that you like. Anyway, this card is about household management and expenses related to that. If you calculate, you will see, and if you observe yourself, you will see that your expenses probably in the last months and years, especially the last 2 years, because many of us order more out now, they will have exploded. and maybe it's a very long time you have been devoted to your pots and pans. Maybe they're already a little bit dusty, but here we see that we also pay for these luxury things. And in order to able to pay for these takeouts, of course, at the end of the month, we have a very hefty bill. And here the card asks us to break this chain of spending for takeout foods and put more time in for yourself, for home cooking. Learn to appreciate the art of the culinary art. You will eat better. And for the people here also who are not used to cooking, there's a lot online. You can easily make dishes. If you don't know how to cook, there's a lot online here on YouTube itself, where you can easily make dishes that are not complicated. We need to start somewhere, and if you do so, you will save a lot of money even with making simple dish. Anyway, if you do so, you will feel also healthier, and you will especially be financially better off and are able to make some savings. The last card that we are seeing here is the card from immediate satisfaction. Mostly difficult times, difficult economical times. It's like we need something here for compensating ourselves. Sometimes if people have no outlet and they constantly work, they want to satisfy themselves immediately. And we already live in a world of overconsumption where a lot is possible. And our current society, it actually advocates this immediate satisfaction. But here we see, in order to prove our finances, as with the card here before, we must be aware of this. And happiness don't come necessarily with buying or purchasing fleeting objects. Here we see that probably you are looking at a feeling of fulfillment. It's like there's an emptiness inside of us, and it brings us sometimes a little bit down. But if we buy this gadget, for instance, a pair of shoes, an electronic gadget that we already that we are about to stock and never use, if we buy these things, how long does this feeling last? And is this game really worth your effort? Of course, the society that we are living in, it teaches us, in order to be happy, that we need to that we must consume more and more. According to certain TV commercials, we cannot smile, and it's unthinkable without being fulfilled of being well dressed, having the latest shoes, having the latest model of the cell phone, for some the latest laptop, or whatever gadgets here or dream electronics here that we are having here. Anyway, we work hard, or you work hard every day, because this is also the card of hard work. And in order to constantly obtain that feeling of satisfaction, how do you do this? Well, by spending, of course, but sometimes here, the multiplication of all these small pleasures, we will call them, will not fulfill your deep desire of fulfillment. So here we are asked to be realistic, pull ourselves together, be aware of this nefast trend, and learn how to transfer this feeling of instant gratification, because, as you know yourself, it don't guarantee your lasting happiness. If you control this, normally the Capricorn, they are a very controlling sign. And if you apply this control, your life, and especially your wallet, will be positively affected if you avoid these instant impulsive purchases. So here we see that we need to keep this thing under control. It's all about spending, and the way we spend here this short reading, eating healthy, and of course we need to establish our expenses in detail. Anyway, Capricorn, I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical financial card reading. If you have interest in the classic Lenormand card readings, you can find those also on my channel. And also we have the spiritual philosophical card readings. They are more a kind of guides if you have issues in your life, or interactions with certain people that are difficult, or certain issues in our life that we are confronted with. They are very good advisors. I also have very good results with these. Anyway, Capricorn, thank you for your time. If you like my videos, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for doing so, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.